Old battery bank here, which is painted black. Coat it with the ceramic coating, let it cure, put it in the water jet, and cut it perfectly in half. It's good enough, let's cut it. I'm just gonna cut a nice, thin, cross-sectional sliver of the aluminum. So here's my little tiny sliver of aluminum, and it looks like the ceramic coating is still intact. I don't know if you could see the shine or not on the surface. Let me put it under the microscope and see what we see. They claim that the ceramic coating creates like a protective layer on top of the paint that protects your paint from all the elements. And if that is true, we should be able to see that visually under the microscope. And if we take a look, wow, I mean, that just looks awesome. That's crazy. You can totally see the aluminum, that thin layer of paint, and then the surface of the coating. Wow, that's insane. I'm gonna just scrub down here. You could totally see, that's just incredible. You can totally see the crystals of the ceramic coating adhering to the surface of the paint right there. And there's sort of like a smooth surface on top of the crystals that looks like it might be created by the surface tension of the solution. I'm just taking a guess. But without a doubt, you can see the coating sitting right on top of the surface of the paint. That's nuts. And I'm really excited because I've been trying to get this forever. And right here looks like a spot. And again, this is under the microscope. This looks like this is a spot of the paint that has no ceramic coating right here. Just gonna keep on going down and see what I see. And this answers my question as to whether or not the ceramic coating smooths out on top of the surface of the paint. And now that I'm looking under the microscope, that's kind of self-explanatory. You can see a pocket of crystals right there. Check that out. That is just so insane. You can clearly see that the coating is on the top, right there. And then let's just take a quick look at the non-coated side. That's the non-coated and that's the coated side. Non-coated and coated. And let me take one more look at the non-coated side, but I'm gonna flip it around so we have the light shining at the same angle on our non-coated side so we can make a good comparison. This is the inside and this is the lit side. And you can clearly see right away that all you have is the edge. That's all you got. You just have the edge there. You don't have any, no coating. I have been wanting to do this for so long and I actually finally pulled it off. All right, now that was pretty amazing. I'm not even gonna pretend like I pulled that feat off in the garage with that little rinky-dink light that I had in that previous shot. I had to move this whole operation into a different area with different equipment, and I ended up sanding the edge of that aluminum for about an hour on that 2000 grit sandpaper in order to get the surface of the ceramic coating, the paint, and the aluminum in the same focal plane, because our depth of field on this particular microscope, it's nanometers. So if the ceramic coating or one of those layers is a little bit lower than the other, we just won't be able to focus on it. But I found that mind-blowing. I've been wanting to do that shot for over 2 years, maybe 3 years. I really feel good that I finally pulled it off. And at the same time, I'm able to show everybody that the ceramic coating actually does make a protective layer on top of the paint. I mean, you could clearly see it in the microscope. I found that completely fascinating, and I hope that helps people understand ceramic coating a little bit better. I know it did for me. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you think in the comments below. See you in the next video. Adios. wasn't my preferred mud test. Originally, I wanted to drive this car through a giant puddle of mud, but basically the car just pushed all the mud out to the sides or the front with that front lip on the bumper. It didn't really touch the paint much.